Hello, it's Orc Tim here. For this video, I'm going to go through my Ranger squad. I'm going through my Ranger, what abilities he has, and so on and so forth, and my companions as well. I will also go through what I will be changing in the rule system, because a lot of people have made in-game rules themselves. I have saw some things that I think could be improved already. I have played one game and watched a lot of stuff on YouTube myself, and I've noticed some things could be better, or just change it. But otherwise, that's really it. So let's get right into it. Right, this is my Ranger sheet. When you build in a Ranger, you have 10 build points. You can spend one build point on each abilities like move, fight, shooting, so on and so forth. Set for armor, you can't make yourself harder, only armor can do that. 5 on heroical abilities and spells, and 5 on skill. So it depends how you want to make your Ranger. You can be more shooty, more fighty, or better magic, or someone who is more of a skill ability person and stands back and lets his comrades do all the work and so on and so forth. So it depends how you want to do it. For the start stats, I put 1 in move, 1 in fight, and +1 to my health. You're going to see all Rangers start with 6. You notice I have really still got 6 on mine. The reason why behind it, I have heavy armor. Heavy armor will minus your move ability by 1. This is why I improved it to 6, so I can keep up, and makes myself a bit faster. I thought makes sense. I'm going down more the combat route, close combat route, so that's what I done. +1 to my fight skill, so it's +3 instead of +2, and 1 to my health. Now he's 19 instead of 18. So that's how I'm going. So I chose 1 move, 1 in fight, and 1 health. So I'm +6 to move, 6 to move, +3 to fight, +1 to shoot, armor 12 thanks to heavy armor, will +4, and health 12. And that's myself. My hero ability I chose for my Ranger is Frenzy Attack, Roll of the Punches, Hand of Fate, Deadly Strike, and Armorer is a spell. Frenzy Attack, before you roll any dice, you have to choose saying you need to use it. So if you want to use it, you get +5 on your dice. It's really benefit when you want to kill something big or something gribbly or something more nasty. You want to hit it and do extra damage to it. But you have to specify at the beginning before any dice will roll. Rolls with the punches are defensive. When your Ranger takes damage, say something hit you really well for like for 19, he gets like +4, so he does 24. He's just taking 24 damage. That will take my Ranger out. With these, I can reduce it by half. I think he's rounding up, so if this instead of killing him or taking him out of action, he's now down. He's still alive thanks to that ability. Hand of Fate, you can re-roll 1 dice. It can be anything. It could be attack, by shooting, hitting, your skill test, your will test, or even your dice at the end of the game if you want to roll to keep a character alive. So it is very benefit. Deadly Strike is you can crit on that 18, 19, 20. Very useful, thought quite really good. And Armorize a spell. I can pick 1 myself or anybody, my companion, and they will have +2 to the armor. I do think it's a really good one. Definitely a lot of my guys are armor 10 or armor 11 in general. So that's why I've chose that. So boost up one of them. My items I have taken is heavy armor. It gets +2 arm class, that's why armor class 12. -1 to move. Ready, I put it here. A 2-handed weapon. 2-handed weapons takes up to, I should say, you can up to 5 slots. There's a lot more equipment in, a few equipment in there, but heavy armor takes 1. 2-handed weapons takes 2. Heavy weapons, when you win the roll, you actually do 2 extra damage to the creature. So it does make a difference if you have to kill something or do extra damage. And this is one of my rules I have put in. In this game, you only have the throwing knives, but it does mention throwing axes and javelins. But with throwing knives, you -1 to the damage. If you know your history, light javelins aren't light. If you get hit, you would know about it. So I have gave myself 2 throwing axes, only 2. When I throw both of them in the game, that's all. I can't get them again. So I already have changed some rules already from just the throwing weapons. I think it's quite fair because an axe hit and you won't get -1 to damage because that's what daggers or throwing weapons do. I don't think an axe coming at you quite heavily will do that. And then my skills. So far I spent 8, so I got 2 left. I can do it on recruit, so I can have more chance of getting better pet people, but I chose to go in skills. I think skills are more important. This can go up more when your range goes up, and also you get +2 on your recruitment on your leadership, so I'm 102 at the moment. I put 2 in armory, 2 in climb, 2 in leadership, 2 in perception, 2 in stealth, 2 in survival, 2 in swim, and 2 track. 2 on track. Every build point you put in skill, you get 8, and you can't put 8 on all in one. You have to spread them out. So 50. I put 2 build point in skill, so I can only go up maximum +2 with it. So I have put them on all of them. I've tried to spread my guys out quite evenly, so I don't need someone to read rooms. I've got 2 people that I got a big. My rogue characters stealth, traps again. I don't think I'm going to be accurate with heavy armor. Arc and law could be navigating. Don't see picklock. No, stealth and picklock can come in quite useful. They're different. I'm going to strength more. This is my model. I will also show my close-up of all the models, which ones I'm using, and specify where they're from, because a lot of people do also like to know where you can get it from if you like the look of them. So my ranger's on a bigger base, so you can tell my ranger always on the map. And again, he is the model is not. He has a 2-handed weapon, sword in his hand, and he is wearing full plate armor as well. So that's my ranger. Right. My next one is my consular, or I would call him a wizard. This is my friend Paul. I thought to have at least one. I thought having more spells is really useful, and they can pick from a big list of spells. And to me, that's extremely useful. They're not the best fighters, but they do got a bit more health, and the will's really good. So the move 6, like normal, no fight, no shooting. Only armor 10, because again, if you play any game, wizards aren't heavy armored. So, but they got +3 will. After most, I think they got one of the highest wills in the game. +12 health as well, and that's really useful because some average only have 10. He could choose from. Paul could. All these people have chose the character they want to play, and if anything different they can choose, they chose it themselves. They can have a staff or a hand weapon. Paul went with a staff because it's more wizard-like, and also it's defensive because I think when you get +1 to your defense roll, so you -1 damage, so really good. So his character does armor 11 at the moment, but reduces his damage by 1. And also all companions will get +3 on 1 skill you can pick. I asked Paul which ones he want to go through, and he chose to read rooms, so he gets +3 to read rooms. But then he can choose up to, and also then he can choose up to 2 spells. The 2 spells he chose is Bright and Light. Bright and Light is a area effect spell. any undead creatures with range 8 of pull suffers a damage of, and also you get +3 on the dice. And that's all undead in range of 8 of pull. I think that's a really good ability when you have a lot of good strong undead thing. You can blast and kill how many they are out there, so it really does benefit. The other one he chose is Summon Crow. I have a lovely Crow model here from the Curved City box set, and it just came really handy just having a little crow holding a key, but it just came really handy for this. These are a bit weaker than the raptors, or not raptors like falcons or bird of prey. They are a bit weaker. They only have 1 wound, defense of 10. How poor is it? It's cannon fodder, or it's useful to back up your people. And that's what it is. It is basically there to be annoying and to die first before one of my main heroes. Hopefully we'll do well. We'll wait and see. The controller can have an extra spell, but for 10 point. But if I get through this up to 10, guess what I'm going to do first? I'm going to have the ability to have 3 spells, and the third spell he chose was Fireball. So I only got 8 to go, and that's what I want to do, is him pull the ability to 10, leaves another spell. I do like having a wizard. I think they're always happy, so that's Paul and his Crow. And I forgot to mention, at the end of each round, if you roll 16 plus, it does fly off each at the end of the round, so you have the roll. Next one is my Archer, and her name is Chloe. Archers are really straightforward. They move 6, fight 2, shoot 2, armor 11, +1 will, and 10 health. They are an all-rounder of 50 more shooting. That's the whole point. Between all the comrades, companions, you can have Tracker and Archer. The Tracker is a bit more expensive, but he has more abilities. But I wanted a crossbow more than a bow, and the Archer can choose a crossbow or bow, and I have a lovely model here with a female model with a crossbow. They're good fighting, good shooters, low health. The equipment she has is a crossbow, a quiver, because they need a quiver, light armor, and a dagger. Daggers aren't the best. If they do hit, they're -1 to the damage. Crossbow, if they win the roll, they do +2, but you have to reload them each round, so you have to give up your one action when you shoot to reload it. You can't shoot, so it's a bit slower. And the skill she chose is +2 acrobat, so she's more acrobatic than all the rest. My other hand fighter is Mike. He chose Swordsman. Again, move 6, fight 4. They are one of the best, I think one of the cheapest best fighters out there. I've put mine on 6. I have no idea why. I think I was just copying my move ability. So now it's 4. Move 4, 0 shoot, because they don't have any combat. Light armor 11, will 2, health 12. They're 25 points. They're a bit more expensive, and they start with a hand weapon and dagger and light armor. Firstly, Michael has a better fight skill than me, and they can get fight skill 5, and they can get ridiculous high. The light having 12 health is really useful, and armor 1, and having 2 weapons. If his sword goes missing, he's still got a dagger. Mike didn't choose his ability, but I went for strength +3. I thought it really good and more part of the character. So that's my Swordman. And then I have got my rogue. I wanted a rogue in my list. They're really useful, really ability. They've got a lot of skills, and they're very good. And also they're faster. They move 7, fight 1, and shoot 1. Armor 10, +1 will, and 10 health. They're not what a proper rogue do. They have throwing daggers and a dagger. So not the best weapons, but I said I did a test trial, and I think daggers are really quite useful, just taking like chips out big enemies or small enemies. Just give it a try. But it's what they do. They get +2 climb, +2 to perception, 5 to stealth, 5 to pick lock, and 5 to traps. They have a lot of skill abilities. They still get the +3, and Andrew, who is Paul's brother, went with to stealth, so he got stealth 8. So firstly, he has one of the highest ability when it comes to stealth. Anything stealth related it's going to make a difference. And that's Andrew. My last one is I had 15 points left. I could have a recruit, a dog, but then I realised I could have a basically like a Arkham tech guy, and he's more like he studies books and the law and so on and so forth. So I chose one of them, and I got my brother to make a character as well. So this one's John. Again, move 6. I'm really surprised they get +2 to the fight. For some of the more books, they're not the best fighter, but +2. Paul don't have that as always at all, and he's better than Andrew, who's a rogue, who's maybe more better fighter, but generally not bad. +2 will, again, really good. Only no armor, no shooting, and only 10 health. For 15 points, I don't think that's not bad. Then you have a hand weapon, but they got Arcane Law +5, Read Runes +5, and my brother chose Navigation +3, and I have nothing navigation, and I don't think I will, but having that ability I do think is really useful. So that is my Ranger squad. So bit mix, hit mix. A lot of young, not the biggest hand-to-hand fighters, but I'm not going to build to split off by himself and go gun-ho. I'm the one that can really do that, but the others all keep close together. Hopefully that works out in the campaign going through, but otherwise that is it. Right, I'll show up close with the models. Right, this is the Ranger. Most of them are on like a paper stone base. Some of them are, and some of them are not. This, you can see, this is my Ranger. I said he's holding a two-handed sword and plate armor. This model is from Games Workshop. It is the champion of the Great Swords Empire group set. It's the old metal one. I do love this model. I love the sword, how the sword is a curvy sword. That plate armor is really nice. The only thing I don't like is that he's holding a piece of paper out there. I wish I clipped that off, but otherwise I really do like this model. So that's my Ranger. I really do like trying to find really decent female models. It's really hard. This is Chloe, my archer. She has a big crossbow. This model is another Games Workshop one. This comes with a box set of a father and daughter Witch Hunter group. This is, well, the daughter, of course. I love Witch Hunter models, and generally this model is really nice. I enjoy painting it, gluing it, and it came out quite alright. I'm quite happy with this one. Quite expensive model, but just really nice, and just big ass crossbow just makes it even nicer. Right, this is my rogue Andrew. This is, I think, one of the this model is from, I think, Dungeons and Dragons set of thugs. I know I haven't got like I knew I didn't have a thief model, and I was around in a random shop in Peterborough called a Riff, and he had this model, and I thought, oh my god, this is what I want. This is really good. He's definitely ecchi looking. How he's holding his hand, he's ready to it. He has, I don't know, toolkit, but you can use them as counts of throwing axes and a dagger. I really do like this model, and it's what I wanted. Also, you notice I have a blue and red scheme. I've done this with all of them. So on keep saying. This is Michael, my swordsman. This is another Games Workshop model. This is a really old Empire. What I want, maybe a Swordman. I honestly don't know. I got this one quite cheap off eBay, but I really like it. It's quite funny. He has a hat, but he's got a helmet on. Then he got light armor, and the chest is leather, and you can see I have painted his hand, but you can see the brown thing. If I get a shield down the line from him, I will paint up the shield and put it on, so he at least got a shield. But yes, I really do like. He's on the Playstone one as well. But yeah, this one was really easy. I enjoyed this paint, and that one was so nice. Right. Oh. Ooh, focus. There we go. This is Paul. This is from the Frostgrave set of the Wizards. I love Paul helped me putting this together. True 21s. It's really straightforward. Staff, holding a book, going forwards, backpack, bottles. Really nice. I do love the Frostgraves models. The variety you can do on them, and I think I will get some more. I do really like them. I think how cheap and the variety you get, like if you go for the this basic foot soldier, you get like 15 heads, 5 different bodies, arms to do crossbows, bows, so on and so forth. So variety. So yeah, it came out quite well. I'm really happy with that one. This is another Games Workshop one, but this is from the Cursed City set, and it's just a crow. I was thinking when he chose the spell, I realised I had no bird, and then I remember this, and it's really nice to have something cheap and I don't need to go out, and he just does its job so well, and you can tell from quite well it's a crow. Again, this is from the Frost Wizard set. My brother chose this. He's 50 more said to read it. He's dropping a bit in. He wanted to do that because of bad hit combat. He has the most pathetic little mate. I said he can have a bigger one, but he chose that one. There we go. I might change that further down the line. And he's got scrolls in the back. But that is my Ranger squad. So yeah, 2 from Frostgrave, a lot from Games Workshop, and then 1 from D&D. 50, and that's it. And that is my Ranger squad. I hope you enjoy this video, and many thanks, and see you how you carry on watching my the journey of the Shadow Deep.